Hello, I'm Oakley from Bristol Caravans. I'd like to tell you a story. It starts with a damp meter and a damp report, and it finishes with a happy customer. So this area had a damp score of 87%. That's taken from the inside. The rail is held on by sealer and screws. The sealant was in a very, very poor condition. There is also a roof strap that runs across the back that joins this rear panel to the caravan body. The roof strap seal was also very poor. If we can come down through here, we've got a crack in the plastic here. Any cracks in the plastic are potential area where the water can come on in. This area had readings of 40 to 57, and it was mainly from the sealant holding on this locker seal here. If I take that off, you can see all of this would have had a adhesive sealant around it, and as that breaks down, the water gets in, and once it's in, it's getting into the caravan and then soaked up by the floor. So this is the offside floor area. Inside here, which is the wheel arch, there is a plastic trim, stops all the water from splashing up when the wheel's going round. But in here you can see that the water's got in, the wood has just started to rot, and it's all just breaking away. On the other side it's a little bit worse, and we're probably going to have to take the ply off underneath the caravan and then make good with any structural timbers, and then rebuild the ply with a marine ply and then an underseal afterwards. Welcome to the inside of the damp caravan. The bathroom is actually the worst part. We talked about the readings on the outside. This is the inside. We are mid-strip. The side wall internal wallboard has been removed. We can see where the wood is good and where the wood is absolutely rotten in this corner and across the top here. In fact, I can probably pull it out. It is that sad, I'm afraid. This is all very damp to the touch and sort of floating around against the outer ceiling skin. The next stage will be we will remove this section of polystyrene insulation so that we get back to a point where the structural wood is sound, and the same here, it's soft until we get to about here. So by taking out this section of polystyrene, we can access that to cut out and replace, and the same again, access, replace this piece and a section here, and then we can start rebuilding and putting the bathroom back together again. The repairs moved on. We've now got to the stage of fitting new structural timbers. So we've got a piece in here, piece across the top and down the side, nice angled joint here rather than a butt joint on the vertical. Next stage is going to be fitting the insulation back into the wall. Insulation bonded in, and then we'll fit in the new wallboard. After the wallboard's in, ceiling board. Once that's all gone off, then it will be furniture rebuild. Outside the vehicle we can see the structural repairs we've done to the wheel arch area. Timbers have been replaced to match the originals. Once this is all bonded in, once this has gone off, next stage will be new marine ply underneath. We've got the electrician's insulation tape on the wall, nicely lined up. The surfaces have been chemically cleaned, so they're all ready for going. Challenge now is getting the sealer on and getting a nice finish. So let's see what we can do. I don't know if you can zoom in and have a look at that, but we've got a straight line with minimal edge.
Hello, we've got to the end of the damp repair, and Mrs. Ings here today to have a chat. Hello, good morning to you. So tell us a bit about your caravan. You've been in for a damp repair. How long have you had it?
We've had it 4 years.
Okay.
And we've used it maybe 5 or 6 times a year since then. We were aware during the summer that there was some rippling in the bathroom, that a friend of ours had had a repair done by this company and highly recommended you. So we thought we'd come along and see what it was all about.
Okay.
And we liked the setup, we liked the people, and we thought, yes, we'll go with it.
So from our point of view, it's always a challenge when we see a vehicle, because this isn't a brand new Bailey, it's of an age. And the first part of our repair process is to do a damp report, so we can see everything that's involved. And when we saw the amount of damp and water ingress you got, it started to trigger a thought process for us of what's the value of the vehicle, what's the cost of the repairs, and it was getting quite close. But you decided that actually you'd go ahead with the repair.
Yes.
What was your thought process on that?
Well, we looked at replacing it for what it would cost to repair, plus a bit more, and we thought, actually, we know this van. It's been reliable, it's comfortable, we're happy in it, and we probably couldn't replace it for what it was going to cost to repair it.
And I guess if you did replace it, you'd be buying something of the same age, and then
and we wouldn't know what was wrong with it, whereas we know now, due to the repairs, that the problems we had, we don't have anymore.
So we would normally put a 1-year guarantee on a damp repair. What we're moving towards now is a lifetime guarantee. So a lifetime of while you own the vehicle, we will guarantee that work. There are a few caveats, and one is that we would like to see the vehicle once a year for servicing, because that gives us the opportunity to check and make sure everything is still good. And as I mentioned before, sealant will fail over a period of time, so there might be some maintenance related to that seal, but nothing like the costs we've talked about so far. So how does that grab you?
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Yes,
That's what we need.
would be
Sounds good.
More than happy to bring it back for you to inspect it once a year.
Good. Okay. Good stuff.
Thank you very much for the work you've done.
No. It's always been our pleasure.
Hopefully that video has been useful and you've enjoyed watching it. If this video has been helpful to you, please click like and follow. That will give us the feedback and help us decide if we're going to do more videos like this. If you have a problem with damp or anything else with your caravan, motorhome or camper van, and you haven't got anybody local that can help you, reach out to us at bristolcaravans.com. We'd love to hear about your challenge and we'd love to be able to help.